Yeah. Bros TV. To talk different. Yeah. Yeah. Heavy on the grind, pressure in my tone. Stand up business, built it on my own. Came from the mud, wisdom in the scars. Lesson in the loss, vision in the dark. Eyes on the mission, move like a boss. Principles first, never took a loss. Real overviews, purpose when I speak. Leaders in the room, giants in the seats. You bout to walk with Brosy. You bout to walk with Brosy. You bout to walk with Brosy. You bout to walk with Brosy.
Welcome back to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. With this video going up on the channel, we are now 8 for 8. Bros is quietly trying to get himself in the consistent YouTuber, blogger conversation. You know, I showed up late for a live. I tried to apologize. You know, chat told me they was used to it. They start airing me out, talking about, nah, man, it's cool. We used to it. We know how you get down. I mean, at least you showing up this time. You know, that hit me in the heart. I said, yo, I got to change that. I can't be letting the squad down like that. Nah, you the franchise player. You got to put that work ethic in. So, you know, that's what we doing. We here. We are here. Now, this past weekend, there was a battle rap event that was supposed to go down. That did go down, but the main event didn't go down. We talking about Calico and Show Off. For whatever reason, it didn't go down. It didn't go down. Eazy and ARP been having problems back and forth. You know, Eazy ain't like some things ARP said. ARP ain't like being called a yick sucker. You know, and shout out to Knowledge. Shout out to Knowledge because he's everywhere. Hip Hop is Real is everywhere. And he got an exclusive interview from ARP himself. I don't know if it was after the event, but during the event. And the only reason why I think that's the case because I seen ARP in the same outfit that I seen him in some of the clips from the battle. So I'm just putting my detective hat on, you know, and just trying to piece and put two and two together. But shout out to Knowledge because, you know, Knowledge is going to get things done. He's going to get that exclusive one way or another. I respect Hip Hop is Real and Knowledge is Grind because even if it ain't Knowledge, he's got somebody there talking about, yeah, I'm here on behalf of Hip Hop is Real. All the time. When Froze was battling all the time, I used to tell him, like, yo, listen, bro, when we done the battle, bro, you'll listen, 1-2 interviews, man. And then we getting up out of here. I ain't trying to be sitting at this fucking venue all day, bro. So, Uncle Ra, you know, his bald ass head be, can I get an interview? You know Uncle Ra gonna get his interview. You know what I mean? And you got one more after that. And we the fuck out. But shout out to Knowledge, man, and what they do over there. I respect it. Now, I haven't watched this interview. I have not watched this interview. I seen it go up. And as always, y'all know how we do. I saved these videos for the zone. I want to know what they talking about, and I wanted to get y'all my natural reaction off rip. So here we go.
We look at these little kids and we say, you acting like that because you're 30 deep. You acting like that because you got a gun on your hip. Mm-hmm. You acting like that because you never took down no bad bitch before. You acting like that because you never had a funky ass $1,000 in your pocket. You bringing sneakers on your stream for ARP because you never wore Louis before. We're talking about multiple homes over here, you lame.
So if you tired of hearing about Verb in the third, just know I came with a 3-minute round. Oh, they booked you for a zone ride? A preview, this what that ink do in 3D too. So it's rider. Zone way too dangerous, I will hurt you, cause now I'm cold and fly. Should have my alias name switched to the bird flu. Tip scales. Even waited, it's my turn to move the mountains, slowed up and rush more like patience is a virtue.
Trash.
You and
The bitch.
Eazy the Black Captain.
Oh, I didn't know you was gonna say him. I just said the
Black Captain. You and
the bitch.
Eazy the Black Captain.
Oh, I didn't know you was gonna say him. I just said the
Right though. I had another damn. I still got mad slaps.
You and him like
chill, G.
Yeah, you see he went mute.
you guys, y'all been having y'all back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I guess
See, when I said bitch, I wasn't talking about Eazy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna disrespect him unless I really feel like I need to, like the way he jumps out there in an emotional rant that he wants to retract calling people dick suckers.
Yeah, who is he talking about, Vert?
I was.
Nah, he called me a dick sucker.
Oh yeah.
Called me
No,
a
I'm
dick
saying who is he calling a bitch?
No, me?
Yeah, when you
I was
said-
just a general answer because I didn't know where you was going.
Okay,
Because you
okay.
said a little bit of controversy, so I assumed it was gonna be a bitch. That's just what I assumed. That's what I assumed.
Work, ARP.
Listen, you can tell that Eazy's done got under ARP's skin for whatever reason. For whatever reason, and he no longer cares, if something is, if someone's disrespected or not. Like, there's no, in his mind, there's no being cool again. That's what this is telling me. Well, I ain't trying to be cool with you after this.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah, your retired ARP is different. I'll tell you
I
that.
like this ARP.
I got a clip.
Nah,
I got a clip.
And like, if you are not trying, see, that's the thing too. And I'm gonna try not to pause this video 100 times, but like, it makes no sense to argue or go back and forth with ARP on the internet if you not about to go to the lengths that he about to go to, and you not about to go to the lengths he about to go to, because you don't nobody has all the ammo, the ammunition that ARP has. Like, he keeps all the files. So if you don't keep all the files, and two, if you ain't willing to go live on YouTube every day, and even if you are willing to go live on YouTube every day, you're most likely not as sharp as him in speaking every day like he is. So like, you got to be aware, of your skill set and what you bring to the table as a talker, as a blogger, as a YouTuber, as anything, as a man. Like, you got to make sure your sneaks are laced and you are 10 toes down when going at it with a guy like ARP.
I got a clip in a video that's gonna drop this week where Goods is like he's saying, yo, ARP, the league owner, he's restricted. That was gonna see.
Yeah,
Tune into the channel this week.
Listen, we all tuned in for it. You and Eazy, I've been going back and forth, and it feels like you kind of been baiting him a little bit to get all the way into his character of disrespect, and he took it there. You know what I'm saying? He violated this, that, and the third. But like, what even like set y'all off? You know what I'm saying? To even go in this thing, like, is it just him and Cassidy battle, or was it already brewing before that?
What people don't understand is me and Eazy is actually friends, and this is all a publicity stunt.
Hell of a publicity stunt.
Yeah, especially when it comes to YouTube monetization. He and I both, that's our bread and butter. That's
Okay.
all we both do.
I see you killing them though with the numbers when you talk.
Now he being sarcastic. You see what I'm saying? And now, like, everything is for a purpose. He don't waste words. There's always a message behind something he's saying. ARP is crafty.
By him, you making it just
I'm
25,
trying.
30,000.
We helping each other. It's alley-oop.
This is like 10, 11, 12s.
We helping each other.
You know?
That is the only thing he and I.
Knowledge with the glaze. This will not be. You are not. You have not been in a Hip Hopper's Real interview. You cannot say you've actually been in a Hip Hopper's Real interview if you've never heard the knowledge glaze. That's when you know the interview is real.
both make money.
Shout out to Knowledge.
Oh, that's it? I thought
That's
you
it.
Professional glaze. Not mad at it.
was out here doing other things, eh?
You see, I didn't charge for tonight. I'm up. You know what I'm saying? So, all I make money on is YouTube. That's the only source of income that I have. Same with Eazy. That's the only source of income that he has. The only one, and you know what I'm saying, until he gets booked. And we both need each other. Being that this is our primary source of income for both of us, we both need each other right now because controversy always gets clicked more on his channel as well as on my channel, right? So what you guys don't know is that I would actually love to partner with Eazy and do like a 6-7 battle deal because we're really friends behind the scenes. Like, I could really, I know Eazy is Eazy. He's already on the moon. He's the man. He runs this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I partnered with Eazy, we could take the whole culture up another notch. Like, if he would contract with me for like a 6-7 battle deal, and I would still allow him to like do trenches battles in my contract and other battles as well, we would work it out. We work out the logistics. But just imagine, these are all battles that I think I have a high probability of making happen. Just imagine Eazy versus Matt, Eazy versus Show Off. That's brewing recently, right? Eazy versus Rosenberg Raw. That's brewing recently, right? Eazy versus Big K. Eazy versus the Ill Will rematch. Now that's for me.
Okay.
I ain't going out. I don't like that.
Okay.
That's for me.
The rematch, yeah.
Yeah. Eazy versus Hitman rematch.
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
Okay.
You know, and what am I like 6? Like there's more. And Jay Mills.
Yes.
I mean, Eazy's the one that texts me. I know that you could make this happen.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So of all of those, I have a very good relationship with everybody that I just named. And I think business-wise, I can step up to the plate with everybody that I just named. So just imagine if Eazy and I stop this charade, this fake charade in front of people so that we can make this YouTube money. And we kicked off our partnership together of a 6-7 battle deal. We would kill, man. Like, I think I'm a decent ally in the culture. For people as big as Eazy as well, I think I'm a decent.
I would agree with that. Chad, I would agree with that. I think ARP is a great ally to have. I mean, the proof is in the pudding for that. I mean, I think you can argue that he has built his company off of guys that URL kind of pushed aside and kicked to the curb. And ARP scooped them dudes up, gave them plates, built a platform. And then you get mega matchups out of it. Teamed up with Hitman. And you know, at that point, RBE was really off to the races and rivaling URL. At some points in the year, at some years, you could argue RBE was the #1 league in battle rap, the biggest stage in battle rap over URL. You can argue that. You can argue the year he retired. That was it. So, fucking
And if he and I was able to just say like, all right, we're done with this public charade and do this 6-7 battle deal, he would make a lot of money. We would put up a lot of views, and we would both right back up to the top of the game. It wouldn't look like retired ARP. He would look like he's still in that heyday phase of his career again.
Right.
And we would be dominating this shit.
Right.
We could take this shit over. You know what I'm saying?
What does it take for you and Eazy to get cool like that? Or
Us to agree that we're done with the fake charade of us getting these YouTube checks.
Okay.
It's all
on your
it's not real. Like Eazy doesn't want to have a problem with me, and I don't want to have a problem with him. The reason why I don't want to have a problem with Eazy is because he's a whole gangster. The guy scares me. All right.
See, now we being sarcastic. It sounds like ARP saving. See, I got tricked by the title. See, I don't watch these videos before I get to the zone. So I think right now, as the video's going along, I've been tricked.
He's a street.
Because he ain't really fucking said nothing yet.
Like when he did that stream and he said, ARP don't understand because he's not a street.
Right.
And he's right. There's a lot of things that I don't understand because I'm not cut from the cloth that Eazy is cut from.
Right.
Eazy's cut from this gangster, real solid cloth.
Okay.
So I can't understand all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I feel like on the business side, I enhance certain areas. So when we're done, we're gonna collaborate and we're gonna show everybody how true friends we really been this whole time. And we're gonna put on some classic battles.
Well, until then, right? Are we gonna see a Mickey Fags version of ARP's 7-Day Blade?
What's that?
Oh, shit, I'm just.
Oh, you mean like if I
Are you going to sit here and because I feel like you're brewing. I'll be watching your hour lives and your.
If that was even the case, that means that me and Eazy behind the scenes already cooked it up.
Oh, okay. So he's okay with you just bodying his character.
But he's got shit already in the chamber for me too.
Oh, okay. Like pictures of you on vacation.
My feet, all types of shit.
You setting up closely of your toes.
And yo, I think he's gonna f around and interview Qua.
Okay, yeah, I seen the interview Coach.
Shit like that.
Coach Coleon.
Shout out to Coach. That's my guy. He might dig up some personal stuff on me.
Oh shit.
He might.
It might go personal.
He might make me look like I've never looked before. And I said we're both gonna bleed during all of this.
Right.
Even knowing that he and I behind the scenes are friends and it's all like just for the YouTube and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I genuinely said this on camera already. I don't expect to come out of a back and forth unscathed.
Okay.
If you walk into a war and you don't think you can't get scarred or bleeded or, you know what I'm saying, then you tripping, you naive. We all human. We all got our vulnerabilities. None of us are perfect. We all got our chinks in our armor. Everybody. And I'm no different. So I'm pretty sure, he's gonna have his things that his fans, people that enjoy the.
Look how calm and collected he is. And calculated, strategic. He's given us a little something, but he really ain't said shit. This video is he's being very sarcastic in this video. He's not, I'm reading the title and I'm starting to feel played a little bit. Like this fucking video is making my eye twitch. And you're pissing me off, Knowledge.
Goofy side of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have certain things and people will enjoy the more serious side of things. But behind the scenes, once again, me and Eazy get to collect the extra check, like an extra $400 that month.
Yeah, I've seen him even say on his channel, like, you've bet your match. Like, he's the one.
I saw that too.
Yeah,
I saw that
he
too.
let it be known, like, yeah.
I saw that too. No.
It's about to get dark for you too.
I know that. It's especially for him to call another man a sucker. So I know he's standing on that.
Yeah, he took it there.
I know he's standing on that. So it just is what it is. Like the whole civilian, I'll take my little shots and let the street take his. Hopefully he doesn't want to take things past YouTube because I don't want to get into it, no street. You know what what I'm saying? And then we leave it like that.
He got security too that he's paying to put hands on.
See,
this.
now you're doing the knowledge thing.
I was waiting for this one. I thought I missed
Now
it.
you're doing the knowledge.
This ain't even
I thought this was more about me.
Knowledge.
Okay, ARP also has an audience, so he's performing. ARP is performing for Hip Hop Is Real right now.
Now you brought knowledge.
No, this ain't even about what happened with me. Eazy. This is a live he made. He said 2026 he's gonna pay his security to smack this shit. This ain't even about nothing with me. I was there, nothing
Can
happened.
I be serious for a second?
Yeah,
Can I be serious
I was
for
there.
a
Nothing
second?
happened.
Because a security guard walked up to you and threatened you, right?
yeah, 100%.
It was sent by Eazy.
I was at the Cassidy battle.
No, you don't gotta give details. Just
Okay.
yes or no.
Yeah, yes.
Okay,
The security said he gonna knock me out if I film him.
Got you.
So what
Let's
happened?
Nothing.
You kept filming?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm
Well,
Got the
let's-
footage out
let's-
right now. Hip Hop Show.
let's be serious for a second.
just making sure.
They know that.
Keep it 1,000 with me, show.
Left ain't right.
Keep it 1,000 with me.
What's up?
How old were you when you held your first gun?
13.
13.
13.
Second question. Second question. I don't need to know the caliber. Let's be serious for a second.
Okay.
When you was 13 years old and you held your first gun, did you feel the feeling of power?
Tony Montana.
Okay. You know what Tony Montana is, right? When he's in there and he want the whole wave, these 50 people, come on you mother, right? It's a new feeling. But he was 13. Okay? We got a guy that was in his mid-30s when he changed his whole image. No exaggeration. His mid-30s became a different person.
ARP just cooked with that. ARP just cooked with that. And even showed with the assist, like he asked him how he felt, and he said Tony Montana, and I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Presentation and everything. Okay? So the same psychological that I'm telling you of what it's like for a 13-year-old to feel that power, somebody in their mid-30s just felt. As far as I control shit, I say what, I got people behind me, people respect me, I'm the front, people listen to me, I'm the man. And the person that wasn't sitting at the cool table in high school never learned how to deal with that type of power and that type of responsibility or that type of attention. If you didn't go your whole life getting attention, if the girls didn't with you back then, if you was dirty back then, and that's cool, we all come from different walks of life. But if you get into your mid-30s, and then you change your whole look over, pushing 40s, right? There's a newness to that. And when you experience for the first time, it is literally the Nas, 13 years old, I gave you power. It's literally that. It's the power that we've all felt as kids.
That's crazy. I mean, I remember being young, 14, 15 years old, and I got a lot of cousins, and even my brother is around, we all around the same age, anywhere from 2 to, like 5 years apart, all of us in that age group. And I, and it was hard growing up. You know what I'm saying? It was hard growing up. Our uncles, they was in the streets. And naturally we looked up to that. You know what I'm saying? We looked up to that and we wanted to be that. And I say all that to say, I remember feeling like I was more advanced than my cousins. I remember feeling like, outside of my older brother Slim, like, I had put in some work and my uncles and my older cousins, they respected me as that young, that young gun, that the one that they could trust. I remember them getting a phone call and having to leave abruptly, and then, you know, they calling me in the room, you know, nephew, come here, and they emptying their pockets. I mean, with everything they got. Emptying everything. Nephew, you stay right here, you hold this, don't fucking move. Don't go nowhere. Make sure don't nothing, hold this and don't leave the crib. We'll be back. Oh, I'm supposed to be somewhere in such and such. Yeah, cancel it. Cancel it. Don't go nowhere. You are not allowed to go anywhere. Hold this. And I'm talking everything. Now, as much as it pissed me off that they just ruined my plans, I felt a sense of power. For a split second, I felt like an equal. I felt like an equal. Now I'm 14, 15 years old. They handed me work. They handed me, you know, that, you know, they handed, you know what I mean? Like they, and I feel like an equal. So to hear ARP just break that down, I know exactly what he was talking about. And to be so young, to him to correlate that, it was fire.
First time we held that shit. And we said, this shit takes lives. Now, as older men, we look at these little kids and we...
I was in that room by myself. I didn't move. I was in that room by myself in the mirror, posing. Saying, I wish a motherfucker would. I dare a motherfucker. I'm by myself. Nobody's going to say anything. I'm not even leaving the house for anybody to say anything to me. But I'm in the crib, in the mirror, rehearsing lines like it's a fucking training day.
Say, you acting like that because you're 30 deep. You acting like that because you got a gun on your hip.
My bad. Unc and them took mad long to come home, too. I mean, I mean, they ain't get home till damn near 3 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. Now, I will say, everybody that left and asked me to hold something for them, they all came back and gave me $100 a piece. I left that night with like $400 or $500. That was love. You know, all in a day's work. I appreciate it. Every last one of them, huh, nephew, good shit. All of them peeled, $100. $100. Now that had to be a conversation before they got back. You know what I'm saying? Because even Big Bruh Slim gave me a bean, which he a little, you know, he slim tight. You know, he ain't just coming on no more. So I know they all had that convo. Like, yo, nah, he had to sit there, pay the man for his time, and they did. And I appreciated that.
Mm-hmm. You acting like that because you never took down no bad bitch before. You acting like that because you never had a funky ass $1,000 in your pocket. You bringing sneakers on your stream for ARP because you never wore Louis before. We talking about multiple homes over here, you lame. You bringing on stream at almost 30 sneakers, talking about an argument. You's a new.
Now, AR, this is the real. Now you starting to see how he really feels.
Joe Button classic. When you get in the end zone, dance like you've been there before. Mm-hmm. Act like you've been there before. And I smell all the newness on these. Sheesh. You's a new for real. Mm-hmm. And it's okay if you was a goofball for the first 35 years of your life. It's totally fine. Mm. But don't swing that bat in certain people's direction. Because the life that you want to try to live now, I've been doing that since I was 11. Reality check type shit. Mm. It's true type shit. And if we gotta expose a couple new things that y'all never heard of before on the way, so be it. Mm. Don't put these next to me. Battle rap is cool, it's fun, back and forth, you know, blogs and all that. That'll always work. It's the internet. Click anything. We still watch 6ix9ine.
Right.
And click anything. Mm-hmm. But in real life, a goofball like that never stands next to me in status, reputation, integrity, success, manhood. You never. It's like what Mano said to Little C's. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. part of me beefing with the because I'm like, I can say something to you, but you can't say nothing to me because you too different of a. It's arrogant, but there's truth in
What's
it.
the truth?
It's truth in it.
Yeah.
You're not even cut from a cloth where you deserve to be an art on the internet. You can be though. In battle rap, anybody could be anybody in this bitch.
Right.
You could be the man in battle rap. You can be. And that happens to be the biggest example that we've ever witnessed.
Well, when do you plan to unleash the fire?
I didn't say I had no fire. I never said that.
Nah,
You said it.
You said, eventually you take your time. You don't know exactly when and all that, but you got things in the
What I
works.
said-
Until then, you
What
just gonna react to shit.
what I said
Yeah.
What you say?
is that I do peep that you took down that video calling me a sucker. And then even though Battle Rap Dose on Twitter has 1,000 video clips of you, the one that you replied to him saying, stop using my footage, was the one that he clipped of you calling me a sucker.
Okay.
Which shows me, in the moment, you were so
Emotional talk.
you did what you did, you said what you said,
But you didn't
you
mean it.
slept on it, you didn't really want to stand on it, and you shouldn't have, because I really don't deserve to be called a sucker by a like that. I really don't deserve that. He knows that. He knows that. Easy, as friends, you know that, sir. I don't deserve to be a.
Gone too far, bitch.
Yeah, I don't deserve to be called a sucker by this guy. I don't deserve. I don't think I do. You know what I'm saying? But
And that's the one line you cross as a man that, some of us don't accept that shit. And you open the floodgates, and I try to put myself, in Eazy shoes, and it's like, there's issues out there with a lot of people. And I don't know if all of it is internet issues. I don't know if, I don't know if you could see some of these guys and and like, at some point, even like paid security, that's a paid job. How many times people gonna take that couple dollars if they livelihood is becoming in jeopardy, or they gotta, that's tough. That's tough.
know why he did it. Maybe we will or we won't talk about it. I know why he did it. You know what I'm saying? But he did what he did. And my response to it was, look, man, you really should retract that publicly. I don't expect you to, because I could read what type of person you are, the ego fulfillment that you have. I don't expect you to. You should walk that back.
ARP killing it with the Burberry bucket and the clear Jesus piece, like. ARP cooking me.
But even though I'm not planning on standing next to these people and having a conversation and saying, damn, man, what face to face, why you call me a dick? So I don't think those conversations face to face is gonna happen anytime soon. I don't rev up on the internet. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you deserve some lashes for that. Calling another man a dick sucker. You're gonna have people out here thinking that you could just call ARP a dick sucker. That's not cool, man. I don't like that. I don't deserve that. I don't want a bunch of other people that's just as good as you feeling like, oh, hey, we could just call ARP a dick sucker. And you want to know, on the internet, at this point in life, have at it. I'll probably just block you and we'll never cross paths again.
That's kind of how he talks to a lot of people, though. It's not you.
I know.
Like
He said some dick shit recently to Jay Mills as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of whenever you he feels disrespect or he usually take it
That's
there.
his verbiage. That's what he used.
No. Listen.
But that don't make it okay, because you gonna say that shit to the wrong person.
Everybody's different, and maybe that man stands on it with a 100-round drum. Who am I? I have no clue.
To.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into it with the guy, so I'm not here to figure it out. I don't want to fight with him. I don't want to beef with him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, like Jesus Christ, like you want me to just not say anything about that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Eazy could have gave me that because we have a lot of history that's not public. I mean, Eazy,
Yeah.
don't we? We have a lot of history that's not public, and I feel like he could have said, "I don't like ARP anymore," especially.
You see how, like, yeah, he's talking to knowledge and he's talking to the camera, but he is talking to Eazy as well in this blog. Like, obviously it's about him, but like, I mean, like directly. Like, we got a lot of history that people don't know about, don't we? And he like points at the camera, like, you like, it's just very methodical, man. And it's like, you don't got to be a genius. You don't got to be like some PR executive. Some of this shit is common sense. Some of this shit is common sense. And if you got to know who you're dealing with. You got to know. Like we like for example, like we in school and you got a problem with the bully in school, the biggest bully in school or whatever the case may be. You don't want to, like, I want to catch that bully by surprise. So if I plan on doing something to the bully, I ain't telling nobody. Maybe one other person, like my bro or my mans and them, just in case, so they could be right there with me. But the last person that's gonna know is the bully, because I want to surprise him. I want to surprise him. I want him to be caught off guard when he catch this wreck. You know, like, you just don't go around in this culture playing with ARP like that, man. You just don't. He can make you look away. He can make you look away.
Ever since
And
his
I wouldn't want a 12-part series on my name dropping on behalf of him. I just wouldn't want that shit.
Cassidy interviews or whatever, he has his perspectives and he's entitled to those as a man. But he could have said without any ego, and nobody would have thought he was pussy or he was bowing down to another man or air. He could have just been like, I ain't need to go do the sucker shit. No, I have to talk, just like talking about some of my kids, some of my parents. Because I felt like when I watched that clip of him calling me a sucker, his intensity of it is that of when you damn near mean harm to somebody. There's a million people on the internet right now that could call me a sucker and they will get zero reaction out of me. I'm not gonna let words put me in jail. You know what I'm saying? It's different if you stand next to me and say that. That's never going to happen with 99.9% of how the internet works. And that goes for all of us.
Right.
So I've taught myself over the years to calm that shit down. And I teach this to all my people as well. Get on the phone with some that want to hunt you, motherfucker. And I tell them, don't go to those events. Because he said it out of ego because Twitter was watching. And I've matured to that place. So that's why I said, damn, man, you can't give me that retraction. You can't just say, yo, that ARP, I don't like the way he moved. He's sideways, he's bad business, he's a bad league owner, he's this, he's that. But yeah, I ain't even caught a sucker.
Right.
And I took that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? I done took that.
Right.
But I couldn't get that neither.
Right.
So, you know.
So we
Y'all
here
not leaving,
now.
are y'all? Y'all chilling?
Yeah. So,
Cass, I'm not playing. We out tonight. What you mean what I'm doing? Last time we had a little spot, right? It was kind of a movie on the low, wasn't it?
Yeah, Remy was in there.
Yeah, y'all had some funny ass footage of Big K in there. Cause
He
you
was
pan
like
around, you got Rem standing here on the couch singing, her songs at the DJ spin. You got Calico standing on the couches. You got Cassidy doing his I'm a Hustler dance and shit. And then you pan to Big K. like
sitting
this.
on the joint, just I'm ready to go home.
But anyway, I don't want to ruin any takes for your
Yeah,
footage.
no. I mean, at this point, like, since he has crossed the line, like, I guess why are you holding back? Are you just like chilling, or just the ball's in your court type thing? Like,
Nah. Listen, I don't run that man. That man could expose me. He could hurt me. He could do all types of shit. He could talk crazy about me. He could talk down on RBE. He could send bootleggers at RBE. I saw that recently.
Yeah.
He could do all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not impervious, and I could bleed just like King Xerxes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same token, I know what you did, and I know who you are. I know who I am. And because we are not even the same type of...
I know what you did. See, I'm not trying to sit back and wonder what he about to say about me. You'll have to sift through all my messages to see anything I might have said. And we know, you know, from history, we know that you talk to a lot. He's talked to a lot and a lot of people about, you know, his personal business and things like that. And if I know that, if I know that I did that shit, I think I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to fall. Like, I see you when I see you type of shit. I'm going to do everything I can do to keep this type of shit off the internet. Like, that would be that's what I would try to do. Yo, any problem I got with ARP, I'm trying to handle it off the internet. Phone call, you know, a face-to-face convo, anything. Like, quiet as kept. I might rather, you know, if we got to lock ourselves in a room, duke it out, you know, little fair one, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, between me and you, we know what happened, cool, and then we leave it at that, just so we ain't. I'm not playing no internet games with ARP, man. You got to be of that level. You got to be of that caliber, and Eazy's not, and that's okay, because it's not a lot of people aren't of that caliber that could, you know, do this blogging shit and talking shit with ARP. There's not too many people that can. So it's not a knock on E. There's a lot of motherfuckers who don't want to play this internet game, this blogging game, you know, trying to, you know, convince the people, just talking, period. Like, ARP sharp with that shit, man. And if you're not willing to go to where he going, or if you can't, not even willing, you can't, because I know you're not receiving the same information about him that he is about you. I know he not telling most of whatever he got going on personally, but I know a lot of battlers have confided in him, and I just know it. And listen, and I'm not saying he'd put it out or none of that, but if you play with him, you disrespect him on the internet to a certain degree, he's going to air you out. Like, period. He's done it. We watched him do it. Jag, Jones, you know, Verb, and now Eazy.
I'm not gonna just let you there's but so much you could do as a voice in the culture without me reacting. And I don't want anybody to watch this shit and think they can get a reaction out of me with certain words. I've grown past that. I'm too strong and too mature to list certain words, even which I'll deem the most extreme at this point. I put too much work in. I proved too many people wrong in my life. I done stood there in front of the judge, and my brother could tell you how I carry it. I done stood there in the interrogation box, and I said what I said. I didn't say what you say in there. I'm looking at all this footage coming out. I'm like, shit, I'm the civilian. I wish my shit would come out. Y'all be... Damn, AR, I'll get popular off my shit. I'm joking. I'm being sarcastic, but I'm saying I'm not you.
Right.
I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? I done paid my dues for real in real life.
Right.
And I give a certain amount of respect, and I get it. I'm not compatible with certain people. Doesn't mean that I'm 100% in the right, but certain people is just like, damn, you got problems with 100 people? And they all wrong, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Shit, I'm looking forward to see where this goes, or if it goes anywhere at
It's
all.
gonna go to the 7 battle contract that I told you because we're really friends behind the scenes.
So you're gonna book Eazy for 7 battles?
I'm gonna offer it again because he and I keep. I'm not saying that that's the start, but I named like 6, 7 battles that I think is in my power to get done, humbly speaking, and I think it would be big. It would be big for he and I to partner up and do like those 6 or 7 matchups possibly. I think it would be big.
Maybe he can host all of them.
Cass ain't gonna host all of them.
Hey, Cass, can I get a full circle budget versus you and Big K since you want to talk in the background?
Oh.
Can I?
Not events. There's no pay-per-view.
You gonna keep spinning away from it? I get it. Your dog house got a house, all that type. I get it. You don't need my funky ass full circle, Brett. I get it. But what's up with this Big K match that I've been talking about for a couple years? But we'll talk off camera. I ain't gonna put you on the spot. It's cool. It's cool. We'll talk. We'll talk. We good.
Max out 5 too.
It wouldn't be a max out.
Nah, y'all be say done. No more pay-per-views. No more events.
You have to make it come back that way. You know.
That's what I'm saying.
See, they want you to come back out of retirement, eh?
It's an honor.
Max out 4 or whatever. Which one?
That's a
Yeah,
fucking
4.
honor. That's an honor.
It'd be 4.
Max
So
out.
Well, there you have it. ARP dropped his first installment today. I was going to react to it. Froze, he reacted to it this morning. And I seen it already, so I decided not to because I don't like, I'm not in the space of fake reacting to something like I ain't seen it yet. And I don't feel like if it's the second or third time around, I'm not giving y'all my initial reaction. So now I feel like I'm acting a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be authentic. I thought, once we got past the sarcasm in the first half of the video, I thought you got to see, ARP kind of showed his hand a little bit. Eazy did piss me off. He called me a dick sucker, and I didn't, he didn't appreciate that. He didn't feel as though he deserved that. And I know he's sitting back like, yo, I don't think he'd talk to me like that to my face. I think that's a lot of it too. We say these things and we blurt these things out, and it's like, yo, we may have to run into these dudes. So anything you say out there online, good or bad, you got to be willing to stand on it. You got to be willing to stand on it. So, also when you in battle rap, you can have a problem with somebody today and you could be mad at somebody today. That don't mean you're going to feel that same way tomorrow. And, there's a few guys in the culture, Smack, Beasley, ARP, Organic, Kenny from TBL, Chilla, you might have issues with them dudes, but you may not want to burn any bridges because they the dudes that's going to spend the money on you. They the dudes calling you for checks. And if you are in a situation where you might be in between right now, if I'm looking at the landscape, if I'm really looking at the landscape, and I don't know if ARP knows Eazy's financial situation for real. You know what I'm saying? But we're all kind of, smart enough to read between the lines. Well, not all of us, but some of us are smart enough to read between the lines and put 2 and 2 together. But if you think about it, if there's no Chrome 23, booking you, and you no longer have that backing you up, Smack and Beasley ain't booking you. RBE, and I know what he said, your 7 battle deal, he talking shit. RBE, ARP ain't booking you. As soon as you called him about a battle, he aired you. The way your Cassidy battle went or didn't go, I don't know if TBL is going to book you again. King of the Dot might book you, but my experiences with them, I don't know if they're gonna have the change you really looking for. You know, so if you're looking around the landscape, that's a lot. I mean, where do we go from here? Like, the boy Frank, like, he got his pockets deep enough to be paying you what you want for all your battle. I don't know. I'm not saying they is. I'm not saying they not. But with all that being said, that's why you got to be thinking business all the time. All the time you got to be thinking business, because this shit is a business. I don't have to like smacking Beasley personally, but I'm not going to mess up a business relationship if they paying me that chicken. I don't have to like ARP personally. But if the business is right when the business is supposed to be right, well, we can work. We can work. We put that personal shit aside. Because at the end of the day, none of us would know none of us would know each other if it wasn't for this culture. Most of us. There's some guys that knew each other before this shit, but most of us, we wouldn't know each other. So that means we all got introduced through business, most of us got introduced through the business, which means we weren't friends beforehand. These are all business relationships. So watch what the fuck you saying out here. Watch what you saying. Because you never know when you're going to need to cross that bridge again. And that's what I got for y'all today, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Shout out to everybody, man. We 8 for 8. 8 days straight. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting. Thank you for everybody that keep pulling up. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Share the stream. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.
Now you know how we walk. Now you know how we walk. You just walk with Brosy. Yeah, the path ain't easy. Purpose in the steps, every move stay silent. You just walk with Brosy. Bros TV. The talk different. We ain't done yet.